wills must work together. Our task is just begun. As we journey ever onward, let joy win over pain. Let's laugh and dream together, and let the flowers bloom again. Sing rainbows in the mountains, sing laughter in the rain, sing power to be and do, and let us all together unite forevermore, and let the flowers bloom again, and let the flowers bloom again. A warm and gentle rain of love upon our land must fall, to match the heart's own sunshine ablaze within us all. A many splendored people, different cultures all in one. We need each other's sun and rain to let the flowers bloom again. Our dream is truly big enough to nurture everyone. Our wills must work together. Our task is just begun. As we journey ever onward, let joy win over pain. Let's laugh and dream together, and let the flowers bloom again. Sing rainbows in the mountains, sing laughter in the rain, sing power to be and do, and let us all together unite forevermore, and let the flowers bloom again, and let the flowers bloom again. A warm and gentle rain of love upon our land must fall, to match the heart's own sunshine ablaze within us all. A many splendored people, different cultures all in one. We need each other's sun and rain to let the flowers bloom again. Our dream is truly big enough to nurture everyone. Our wills must work together. Our task is just begun. As we journey ever onward, let joy win over pain. Let's laugh and dream together, and let the flowers bloom again. Sing rainbows in the mountains, sing laughter in the rain, sing power to be and do, and let us all together unite forevermore, and let the flowers bloom again, and let the flowers bloom again. A warm and gentle rain of love upon our land must fall, to match the heart's own sunshine ablaze within us all. A many splendored people, different cultures all in one. We need each other's sun and rain to let the flowers bloom again. Our dream is truly big enough to nurture everyone. Our wills must work together. Our task is just begun. As we journey ever onward, let joy win over pain. Let's laugh and dream together, and let the flowers bloom again. Sing rainbows in the mountains, sing laughter in the rain,
must help, leave no stone unturned. It's time for us to show more concern. Now is the time. Doing the things you said. Now is the time. To help in every way. Now is the time. To show that you really care. Now is the time. To show some unity. Now is the time. To help humanity. Yeah. Now is the time.
We must work to maintain the culture.
So we can be sure they will have a future.
Every child should have enough food to eat.
To live a life that's healthy and sweet. Now is the time.
Now is the time. We can play a part.
Now is the time.
To show that you really care.
Now is the time.
Don't let your brothers down.
Now is the time.
Let's turn it all around.
Now is the time. Our history shows that we are one people.
So obviously we are part of this struggle. Let us prove what we're talking about. Oh, let us show love. Let us pour it out.
Now is the time.
Help save Africa.
Now is the time.
Famine and hunger.
Now is the time.
Oh, send them a little prayer.
Now is the time.
See the children of this world.
Now is the time.
All your heart and soul. Now is the time.
They want to feel up your navel and your breast. They want to see if you are loader on your chest. The things they want to do you with their hand, like if they're searching to find the promised land. I am a woman who don't make any skyline. Before I slap them and they die of heart attack. Tell them they go keep their money, I go keep my money and die with my dignity. It have a lot of women just like me who might be not too well off financially. You need a job and you really need it bad. A man decides to help you, must be glad. But if you value yourself as a woman, you will demand respect from the vagabond. Stand up to them and let them know the truth. It's what you want, you will no blinking prostitute. You have a moon on your back, they want to see. They want to see if you are marks on your belly. They want to know how much man you had before, and if you're strong enough to take any more. I have a pride and I have my ambition. I want to hold my head up high as a woman. So brother, they go keep their money, I go keep my honey and die with my dignity. You want to help to mind your family. You want to help your man financially. But nowadays it's really very hard to get a job as a girl in Trinidad. You're looking out to find something to do. You meet a boss man who promised to help you, but when the man laid down the condition, nothing else but humiliation. You want to see your whole anatomy. You want to see where your doctor never see. You want to do where your husband never do. Still you will know if these scams will hire you. Well, if it's all this humiliation to get a job, please stay as a woman. Brother, they go keep their money, I go keep my honey and die with my dignity. Some of them done pack up already. Then they sit down, waiting like mad people, using the power of the cash and position, waiting to abuse and exploit anyone. They tell you what you have to go to bed with you. Become slave, second wife and deputy. And as a next woman come on the line, instead to tell you you ain't good, you can't whine. They want to see you with a fancy, fancy pose. They want to see how you look without your clothes. They want you cock up like a bloody acrobat. The wife at home, they can't ask she to do that. So before I have to lick down somebody, because I let the police come for me. Tell them they could keep their money, I go keep my honey and die with my dignity. Looking for work, you might bounce off a fellow who might be looking quite handsome.
Islands in the islands in islands in the sun, islands in the fun. Welcome, welcome one and all to the land of death. Trini to the bone, Trini to the bone. When they come to Bacchanal, well, they can't beat we at Trini to the bone, Trini to the bone. Look, sweet woman parade abundantly. The brethren they full of energy. Some people say God is a Trini. Paradise are not convincingly. God gave us a spirit fiery, but nothing in the world will bother me. But look a smart man, God will we can come out and mash up the body.
Not with the asteroid, not with the earth, but with hell. That is where the government of the Caribbean islands, even Barbados, Grenada, Colombia, all these different places in the Philippines, the government is taking the whole nation on a collision course to hell, to judgment. And that is where it's leading to right now. So no, Trinidad ain't going to come back normal, no. Trinidad ain't think you're going back to your normal lives. It don't have that. And if the borders was so-called closed, how come the groceries could still function? Are you all that dotish? If the borders, if the so-called borders was closed, how it is that the groceries could still run normal? Groceries could still run normal. And let me tell you something, this happened in the US. Happening in the US right now. It proves that the borders in the US is really locked down because food shortage is happening in the US right now. But in the Caribbean islands, borders locked, COVID rampant, food is shortage yet. How could this be? Is your government lying to you? The borders is open to bring in cargo goods. Because how they bring in cargo goods, right? I'll tell you something. That they bring in goods. Groceries are the order goods. Yeah, groceries ordering goods right now. How it is if the borders close? How it is groceries are still able to function? And how it is that they can fly out when they want and come back when they want? Are you all dotish? Are you all blinded? So the Prime Minister, the President, they can fly out whenever they want and come back. They can go whenever they want. If they want to go to the Philippines, if they want to go to Africa for yam, if they want to go here for bulbs, if they you know, while in this coast, I want to ask the Trinidadian people, population who's listening, did you all get your bulbs yet? Did you all get your yams yet? How about your salary relief grants yet? Have you received any grants from your government? No. Who are the ones who receive the grants? I will tell you. Those who have lick bottom. You see those who have licked the government balls, suck the toe. You see those who have sucked the government toe, suck each and every one of them toes and make sure that the toes shining and make sure that the head shining. Them is the ones who get grants. Yeah. Them is the one who get grants. But you, a poor man who get laid off from your labor, who get laid off from your little small job, your little concrete work you was doing, no, you can't go and do no concrete work. The sun's so fucking hot.
2.1 5 minutes ago.
The sun's so hot. The sun hot like hell. The way you put on a mask and walk concrete walk. Put on a mask. When you're in a vessel, you have to put on a mask. So you telling me you out in a fucking vessel? Let me tell you what dotish you all are to support this draconian law. So you outside in a vessel, out in the ocean, not about anybody. You alone on the boat. You's the captain. And let me say all the sailors and everybody downstairs in the cabin. You driving boats and you are to wear a mask. This law is against the will of the creators. This law is against the will of our Father. So now they're taxing you. They're taxing you for breathing in fresh air. For breathing in fresh air. For breathing in air. I told you all 10 years ago. I told you all 5 years ago that one day they will tax the air. And I think I was joking, right? I tell you all that one day they will tax the air. You see the air being taxed, right? Everything I have spoken to you, the public, to you, the population of this earth, has been manifesting, and you're just ignoring continuously. Yeah, man. Yeah. So my question to you: did you get any grants? As I say, the people, the people who get grants are those who just lick the government's bottom, lick their toe, lick their head. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something really here. They know that they wasn't going to give you no grant. You're licking the bottom. And let me tell you something. How they know who to give grants and who not to give grants. They give grant over and over and over. You know how much grants people get? Let me tell you how corrupted the governments are, the shadow government. Let me speak in a little draconian codes for you to understand. Yes, we live in Atlantis. This world is Atlantis. So I can say draconian. The laws that they're passing is against nature. It's against your human rights to live free and exist among other human beings. The law that they're passing is evil. But you don't see that. All you see is to live in fear. Because you believe that a virus that Bill Gates created out of his mouth. Yes, a virus that came from Wuhan in China.
Magnitude 3.8.
That virus is so deadly. So you see, me now opening your eyes to see the drawing on the board. You will continually be deceived as long as you live. So those who keep getting grants over and over, well, that's nice, eh? It's nice that you get grants, right? Other people ain't get no grants, right? I know a lot of people from Trinidad who didn't get no grants. And let me tell you something, they're paying more tax than they're paying more tax than those who get grants. I'm telling you all, because those who get grants in the mafia. Yeah, let me just put it this way. Right? And how they know, and this is the next way how they knew not to give grants to certain people, based on your voting experience. In the last 5 years, if they voted for the opposition party or for their party, they will look back on the tally and they will say, okay, well, John voted for we back then. We will give John a little something. And then they will go and look and see how much tax John paying. And if John paying 50% tax, they will say, okay, well, John, here we're going on. John will, hear what? We will get John a grant. Right? And even John family, John have a sister called Gemma. And all of them living in one house. All of them living in one house. Gemma getting a grant too, you know, because Gemma vote for PNM. Or Gemma vote for UNC, or Gemma vote for or Gemma vote for PPLP or whatever they call them. And let me say Gemma children getting grant, and you a law-abiding citizen who paying tax on everything that you own, get no grant. Because you know why Gemma and them are custom licking the both sides bottom, the both sides caca hole, licking both sides. You see where we're reaching, right? You see where we're going, right? All right. We will go a little deeper and experience certain things as we go along.
gentlemen, these are the developments this morning. I just want to go through the clinical update for you this morning. Number of samples submitted to CARFA, UE and other local sites for testing, 23,530. Number of unique patient tests completed, 20,608. Number of repeated tests, 2,922. Number of samples which have tested positive at public and private facilities, 1,727. Total number of active cases, 1,029. Total number of deaths, 22. And again, our deepest condolences go out to those 22 families. Number of persons discharged, 676. The number of COVID-19 positive patients in hospital, 78. At Couva, we have 61, 6 in ICU, 9 in HDU, and at Cora, we have 17. So I think that gives you 78. At our
Now in dreams or in visions, I'm speaking things that the Creator is revealing to me now, so that you, the public, can have an idea of what's going on, so that you'll be able to be very vigilant, very careful, and very protective of your immune system that your Creator given to you free of charge.
Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs.
Good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen of Trinidad and Tobago. Notice I've just taken off my mask when the Minister of Health has just put on his own, and I've done that so that I can explain the regulations as we put them forward this morning. So, first of all, happy Independence Day to Trinidad and Tobago. It is a great privilege to be with our beautiful...
How could you wish? How could you come on live TV? Wicked. I have no heart for nobody. I have no love for nobody. But they are coming to wish the population of Trinidad and Tobago happy independence, knowing that they're passing draconian laws against their own free will. To put money in your pocket so that you can live a high lifestyle while the poor continue to suffer more and more. Right? How you can wish happy independence day to our people? You pass a law against your freedom. You pass a law against your free will. And they had them believing in you as though you are a God, as though you are the creator, as though you are the creator of all things. You had them bowing down to you. You had them licking your toes. You had them calling your name, and even in their sleep, you had them calling your name. Because you think you're so great, Elohim will bring you down to nothing. I'm telling you all.
Citizens this morning, in the best way possible, trying to organize our health and our wellness and to make sure that we comply with the law. I'd like to say that last night at roughly this morning at 2:30 this morning, the government printer sent me the published regulations as regulation number 306 of 2020. I'd like to immediately indicate that this is
all about money. Wickedness. It will end in a forest. It will end. It will end soon. I say very, very, very soon it will end. It will end, Faris. It will end. Trust me, it will end. All the evil things you're doing to the people, to Elohim's people, it will end.
To be replaced by a fresh document because the printer inadvertently produced a document with certain errors in it, and that an errata has been settled this morning as it relates to two matters which I will guide us through in a short while. The regulations before us now stand as regulation number 26. And we had a lot of discussion in trying to get to a fair balance for regulations. The discussions involved the Chief Medical Officer, it involved the Ministry of National Security, the Ministry of Health, and the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Legal Affairs. We're pleased to say that the legislation which allows us to produce mask wearing rules was principally set up in the amendments that we made to the Public Health Ordinance. As the country will be aware,
It was all here. It says watch and listen to my Facebook Live. The elite does listen to my Facebook Lives all the time. The Prime Minister went for a test to prove me wrong. Yeah. Remember when the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago went for a test? If you go back to the last lives that I did, when I exposed certain things. Yeah. The Prime Minister, the PM of Trinidad, went for a COVID-19 test, came out negative, knowing very well that he ain't going for no test. Let me tell you something, eh? He didn't go for the test, you know. The media has just been told what they want to be told. But I'm telling you all, these leaders not stupid. You think as a Prime Minister, if I'm a Prime Minister, knowing the agenda that my bosses, the elite shadow government pushing to get the draconian laws across and all these different things to denominate the human population. You know, I being a leader that's saying, in other words, I will not go for no test because I know that the test is infected with COVID. Speaking the way you all should understand, right? So I know very well as a leader, I will tell my children, do not go for no tests, right? Don't go for no tests. You know COVID is only for the poor, right? COVID is only for the poor man. COVID is not for the rich. You see what's going on? COVID doesn't discriminate. That's what the Prime Minister said. He said COVID don't discriminate. Lie. COVID does discriminate because COVID only infecting the poor and the rich are getting COVID. People in high places are getting COVID. People in low places getting COVID. Something is wrong. You open your eyes and see all. So you don't open your eyes and see as a people what going wrong here. As I see already, as a Prime Minister, he will not go for a test. No, he will lie to the media and he will tell the media, tell the people, yes, Prime Minister went for a test, so the case. And doesn't matter if the Prime Minister really went for a test. I am betting you, I am telling you, if your Prime Minister or your President truly went for a test, a true COVID test, yes, a swab up his nose, or a swab up she nose, or a little jab of vaccine or flu vaccine, if they really went for that, they would have quarantined for 14 days, 15 days, 16 days. They'll take a month away to recuperate. I telling you all, you feel they're so fucking stupid? You think your leaders are stupid enough to go for tests? You think they will tell their children to go for tests? No. When the children or the grandchildren riding in cars, you think they're going to have masks on the baby who is 1 year? You think they're going to put a mask on the 6-year-old or the 7-year-old children? When they walk in the public, yeah, they will put a mask, but they won't bring out the 1-year-old baby or the 6-year-old children. They won't bring them out. Nah. Right? COVID go expose them. They don't want that. You understand what I'm saying? If you're listening intently what I'm saying, if you open your eyes and see, then you will know that this whole thing is an agenda. This whole thing is a new world agenda. I want to tell you all, get accustomed to the new normal and because it is changing.
Location 60 kilometers south north.
That's why they prep you, deceivable people out there. They prep you, you are confused. You cannot discern righteousness from unrighteousness. You cannot discern good from evil. They prep you good. They prepare you to be deceived and to deceive others. They prepare you to support their pathogen agenda. They prepare you to support their agenda. Yes. I'll tell you something. No leader, not even the children. You think this man called Faris Al-Rari, you think he gonna let his grandchildren or his children or his wife wear masks? No. Them riding in black cars, them riding in black tinted cars. So I'm telling you all, people need to wake up. So you as a citizen cannot drive your car with dark tint, yet them could drive with dark tint. You see what's going on? The law is only for the poor. The law is not for the rich. You see what's going on? The rich is above the law. The poor man must walk according to the law. And if the poor man disobey the law, walk against the law, poor man must be prosecuted by the law. But the government could trample upon their own laws. Yeah. But you, the people, the population, you cannot trample upon those laws. They will lock you up and they will put you away quickly. You see what's going on? COVID-19 is an agenda. This should open your subconsciousness. Your subconsciousness should be open widely, more than ever now. And you should be able to understand exactly what's going on around the earth. It should give you a wider spectrum of how deceived the people are around the earth. I'm just going to play a short clip. Alright? I'm going to play a short little clip here from the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. It was all over the news recently on TTT. I'm just trying to open your eyes to understand something deeper taking place here. I don't know. I have no idea what's taking place. I am dumb, I am dotish, I'm brainwashed like everybody else. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But for the sake of all those who love righteousness, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know very well. Alright? I'm just going to play a short clip here of your Prime Minister saying with his own mouth that we need to give the rich opportunities so that the opportunities can be given to the poor. Why? You see what's going on? This agenda is not for the poor. When I mean this agenda, the agenda that the leaders pushing is not for the poor. The agenda of COVID is for the poor because it is to depopulate the poor. It's to make the poor more and more suffer. But COVID is not for the rich. COVID is not for the leaders who have monies. COVID is for I and you who have nothing. I and you who have nothing. COVID is for people who have nothing. People who they look as nobody. Right? People who they when they sit down in their $3 million mansion and drinking expensive rum and eating expensive things. No, you are to eat grass. That's how to look at it, eh? So you see the poor population. Now, although you may not be actually eating grass, I want you to look at this at a different spectrum. Although you may not be eating grass like a cow or like a goat, look at the lifestyle that you are living as a poor man, and that should equivalent to the grass. Now, the leaders look at us, the poor, as eating grass. They say, look at them, they're eating grass. They're eating next to nothing. Right? They're begging for more and more laws. We will give them more laws. We'll make them more poor. That's why the cost is so high. The cost of living is so high because they are the ones who depopulating. They are the ones who actually have everything in a domino effect. The economy is in a domino effect, but not anymore. It's not a domino effect again in the economy. The economy is no more. They are going to scrap the economy and they are going to create a new world order. And this is what Trinidadians are going to enter into a few days. Now I prophesy to you people what's going to come next. But before I say what's going to come next, I want to play this short clip of what your Prime Minister say live on TV.
To try to create opportunities.
So you're going to try to bridge a gap between the rich and the
We have to try to create opportunities.
So you're going to try to bridge a gap between the rich and the poor.
We have to try to create opportunities.
So you're going to try to bridge a gap between the rich and the poor.
Well, that is so cliched. I'm not really trying to interfere with the bridge between the rich and the poor because there's nothing wrong with the rich getting richer, but the poor must come out of poverty. So
well, that's kind of bridging the gap, you know.
That is the equation. It's not a seesaw where one has to go down for the other one to come up. You have to find a way that you encourage the rich to get richer, because in getting richer, they create opportunities for the poor. Opportunity. We have to try to create opportunities.
So you're going to try to bridge a gap between the rich and the poor.
Well, that is so cliched. I'm not really trying to interfere with the bridge between the rich and the poor because there's nothing wrong with the rich getting richer, but the poor must come out of poverty. So
well, that's kind of bridging the gap, you know.
That is the equation. It's not a seesaw where one has to go down for the other one to come up. You have to find a way that you encourage the rich to get richer, because
Why, Mr. Prime Minister? Why? Oh gosh, why? I cried from my heart. All the tears coming down my eyes right now. Tears coming down my eyes. Tears is coming down my eyes. The tears of the people is on you. And it's on you, Prime Minister. The tears of the people is on you. They're crying. They're crying, but you don't care about their cries. All of you all in one big, huge cabal. ABBA, Yahuwah will destroy that cabal. Soon. All of you all in one big 1% cabal. And all the poor man suffering while they work as slaves for you all, right? Now, Mr. Prime Minister, how you could say that? How you could say that on live TV? We who are watching from international here, we are watching what you are doing. The Creator is watching what you are doing. How you could say, create more opportunities for the rich. Why? Oh gosh, why? I'm crying from my heart here, people. Watch now. I just want to bust out in tears here, you know. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, my heart hurting, man. How could you say that? As a leader, how could you say that? That proves my point. Let them eat grass all the days of their lives. Let us stay as cows and sheep. Now you understand what I mean when I said that they saying when they in their secret place together, when they gather together, they say, look at them, look at the poor man. Let them eat grass all the days of their lives. We will continue to pass laws and laws and laws upon them. Yeah, man. Oh, God. You're so wicked, Prime Minister. You're so wicked. Oh, gosh. Look.
Getting richer, they create opportunities for the poor. Opportunities. So we have to try to create opportunities.
So you're going to try to bridge a gap between the rich and the poor?
Well, that is so cliche. I'm not really trying to interfere with the bridge between the rich and the poor because there's not a lot of the rich getting richer. But the poor must come out of poverty.
Well, that's not the bridging the gap, you know?
Inclusion is not a seesaw. We want us to go down for the other one to come up. You have to find a way that you encourage the rich to get richer. Because in getting richer, they create opportunities for the poor. Opportunities. So we have to try.
Let us continue
to approach the population for a range of matters, and we have started with and we've confined with mass wearing. We have allowed the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service to come up to every single person who's in a public place, every single person who's in a vehicle on a public road, to have enforcement for mask wearing. Now, let's go through those two examples so that people can have a fair understanding of what to expect and what the liability will be like for failure to wear this mask. We know that the ultimate liability is the risk of infection. That risk of infection is very severe, and we're dealing with a global pandemic. That's the ultimate risk. There is another risk, and that risk is at present that you can be visited with fixed penalty notice and liable to a fine of $1,000. That fine can be adjusted easily by way of future regulations. We started at $1,000. So let's go through the two.
Alright, so yeah, that fine can be adjusted. Well, listening, and I was asking you all to please share this live, oh God. I don't know how to, I don't know now. I've been strong here for people. I've been strong here, standing in a gap for you for years. Yet you doesn't even listen to me. Now shit hitting the fan now. And here I am again. Last plead, asking you to repent and come to Elohim. Alright? This is really heartbroken that is being pushed into law, and none of you all are standing up for your rights. Most of you all are just going along because you fear COVID kill you, right? But you don't fear what coming after COVID, because soon they will COVID, the COVID agenda will die down, and then they will come with another agenda, and by the time you wake up, boom, new world order. Yeah, by the time you wake up, you have no freedom. You can't go to the beach. You need a pass to go to the beach. If they even open the beach, you need a pass to go to the beach. Let me tell you something. it will work so. They will soon charge you to go on the beach. Soon, mark my words, you will be charged for going on the beach. And if they catch you all on the beach, they will lock you up and they will put you in jail. And not only that, lethal injection in your ass. I'm telling you all, it's coming. It's coming. And right now, as nobody is going on the beach, there are eyes and ears watching to see anybody who breaching contract, who breaching the COVID-19 agenda. You don't understand what's going on, right? No. Soon you will see they will charge you for going on the beach. They will give you a ticket for going on the beach. Yeah. To go on the beach, you will need to be ticketed. You need to pay to use the beach. This is where it reaching to, and it shall not reach this way. It will not reach this way. Alright? It will not reach this far. It cannot reach this far. Elohim will end it before it can reach this far. Alright? You get the mask? Alright, cool. Everything will come to an end now.
Examples that you may be exposed to. The first one let's deal with is...
Look at that. Live TV. The man on live TV and not even wearing a friggin' mask. How much, How much for AG? The AG is not even wearing mask, but charging you, the public, for wearing a mask. How is that making sense? Tell me. You're moving along with your family members. You're alone in a car, you have to wear mask. You and your husband moving, you have to wear mask. You and your children, your little 1-year-old baby, your baby have to wear a mask too. Just imagine that. Your 1-year-old baby must wear a mask. This is evil. This is way beyond evil. That is why Yahuwah calls it the draconian law. You see why? Because a baby need oxygen to go to their brains. Or they fucking research the man. You know what happen if oxygen don't get to the baby brains? The baby will begin to get sick. Even you as an adult, if you do not get enough oxygen going to your brain, you could die. You can catch a stroke or some kind of evil, some kind of thing can happen to you.
Magnitude 3.2.
You need oxygen to go to your brain. And once your mouth and your nose is blocked for a certain amount of time, that is less oxygen going to your brain. You know that what happened to you just now? Yes. That's why they come out with a fucking pathogen machine or the pathogen device. You know why? Now you should have a deeper understanding, people, why they brought out these devices. Because these devices, as you will hear later on in this live, that the doctors speak, that the minister also speaks about the device and how it works. Exactly what I explained to you all here. I just explained to you all a little deeper. They will explain to you all a little above surface, but not the real surface thing. But I'm telling you all right now, as a people. So now you know why they brought out the pathogen machine and talk about pathogen, because they want to know how much oxygen going to your brain, and they want to know if there's some kind of cloudiness in your blood. This is an experiment. You will be a fucking guinea pig if you take these devices. If you take these devices, you will be guinea pigs, because this is for a further evil agenda that might seem to be normal to the public, but this agenda, my brothers and sisters, is deep.
The situation of wearing a mask in a vehicle. Now, a motor vehicle at law is defined to include everything. It includes from a bus right down to a car, right down to a tractor. Any motor vehicle is certainly permitted once you're on the public road You are entitled to your driving as a conditionality, but you are obliged to obey the law. The law as it's set out in the regulations, and you'll find these regulations, Regulation 6 of those that are published, and there will be an erratum which is published because the printer inadvertently printed an earlier version from that night and not in fact the final version. At Regulation 6, you will find set out very clearly that no person shall, without reasonable excuse, travel in a vehicle or vessel. Now we're treating with vessels, meaning anything that is on the sea. So we're treating with both vehicles and with vessels, and that you're obliged to have a face mask, a face shield, or a face covering. Effectively, what you have to have on your face, as defined, is something which covers your nose, your mouth, and your chin. You notice in Trinidad and Tobago we have a very peculiar way of wearing masks. Most people now wear masks simply as a chin guard, and you have the nose and the mouth fully exposed. That is not the definition of a mask at law. The mask at law must be something which covers your nose, your mouth, and your chin. So you're obliged in a public place, in a vehicle, or on a vessel that is on anything on the water to wear your mask. We've allowed for mask, a covering, and a face shield. So they were allowing for the face shield itself. And we're saying that you must wear that unless you have a reasonable excuse. We've gone on to explain what a reasonable excuse is so that people have a fair understanding. But very importantly, we have disapplied the law. Let me explain that. We've said in the law that the law does not apply to children of a particular age, nor does it apply to you when you're in the situation of being in a vehicle or a vessel by yourself. So we have to understand that we have limitations. You must have this covering your nose, your mouth, and your chin. It can be a mask, a covering, or a shield. It does not apply in the situation of a child. Now this is what needs to be corrected by the erratum. In the regulations, you see two ages at present in public circulation. One is age 11 for children and age 5. It's in fact supposed to be age 8. And age 8 has been the number selected because in the law currently in Trinidad and Tobago, you cannot prosecute a child for any offense if that child is under 8 years of age. That's what we call the Dolly Incapax rule in law. You are not capable of having a criminal intent if you're under 8 years of age. Now, there was a lot of discussion about being in a vehicle or a vessel on your own. And what about the common sense situation of being in your car with just the members of your family? Members of the public have quite correctly said, listen, this makes very little sense that we're at home, all of us together. It's our husband, wife, and children, or relatives who live together who get into a vehicle. Why should we have to wear a face covering on ourselves in a vehicle where it's just us? And please permit me, Trinidad and Tobago, accept that this is because we are.
My gosh, here again, putting the blame on citizens. Always. Yeah, how he's saying now. He's saying in other words, Trinidadians won this law. Trinidadians, did you want this draconian law? Did you want this law? No, you didn't want this law. They forced this law on you by having Facebook police in the comments when they're doing the little lives and stuff like that. You know, when they're doing lives or when they're doing the interim service, I could say the political services, like what you're seeing there. When they're doing their services, they have their Facebook puppets, they are their Facebook donkeys and jackasses making fake profiles, pushing the narrative in the heads of the poor, encouraging more and more lawlessness, encourage more and more nasty, evil things to take place.
40 kilometers.
Pushing into law, draconian law. Yes, they have the people creating fake account. I mean, come on, folks. We all can see. We're not blind. We're not blind. We can see. Some people are supporting the narrative of the mask or the lockdown. These people are government workers. That I keep telling you all over and over and over and over. These people who are supporting this narrative, are government workers, guys. Are government workers who are working for the government, having fake profiles, shoving the narrative down the poor man's throat, or those who living in fear, to continue to be deliberately in fear, because they themselves getting paid from the government to continue to manipulate the public based on what they want or what they are paid for. Now I'm asking you, Trinidadians, did you want this draconian law? Why didn't at least put out a poll? They can at least put out a poll. They didn't put out a poll self to say, well, okay, we will put out a poll. If 96% of people say that they want the law, fine, we will push the law. If 58% of people say they don't want the law, fine, the law will not be implemented. But no, they didn't put no polls or nothing for you to vote. They say, well, okay, we put out a poll. How much people want this law? They didn't do that. They don't care about your opinion. They don't care about your opinion. You could say what the fuck you want as a public servant. You could say what the ass you want, and they wouldn't give a flying fuck about what your opinion. Because I mean, the Prime Minister said it, the President said it, the leaders, the opposition said it. They don't care about your opinion. All they care about is doing the will of their masters, the 1% elite. Alright, that's all they care about. But while we on this stone right now, I want to play this short clip from your Prime Minister. Alright? From your Prime Minister. Right. From your Prime Minister saying clearly that those who are against the law of the land must be persecuted. And then a few moments later, the same Prime Minister who said that those who come against the lockdown laws must be persecuted is the same one who break the law. He made the law and break it. So it's okay. It's okay for a Prime Minister to break the law, but it's not okay for you to go out and get food or what have you, not to go out and lime and drink and buy now. I hear COVID fear the bars too. COVID is a rum drinker now these days, so COVID all in the bars and all this kind of thing, and COVID not infecting those who in the bars. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna play this short little clip of your Prime Minister mentioning that those who break the law must be persecuted by the law. But a few moments later, he himself broke the law.
Congregating, they are being irresponsible. They are threatening the national well-being, and I want to see the laws enforced to the limit.
Yes, the law should be enforced. You should be in jail.
Everything that we're doing could be put at risk.
A few moments later.
Oh gosh, look at him. Look at your prime minister breaking the law. Nobody, look at that. Look at them. Everybody close together. Nobody 6 feet apart. But yet you want to pass a law to charge people for social distancing. You are becoming ridiculous. You are becoming very ridiculous. And the Lord will place full brunt of his law against the government of the Caribbean islands.
Going to parties and congregating, they are being irresponsible. They are threatening the national well-being.
But yeah, man, listen to the words carefully.
And I want to see the laws enforced to the limit. Otherwise, everything that we're doing could be put at risk.
A few moments later.
Going to parties and congregating.
What is good for the goose should good for all. If the prime minister break his own law, he should be held accountable. The prime minister should be locked up. He should be charged. He should be charged for breaking the law of the prime minister should be charged. Yes, the prime minister should be charged. He should be charged for breaking the law of the land. Should be charged for breaking the COVID law. Because if you want to lock up people for going out to get food for their family, you should be in jail right now. You and all other MPs, you all should be in jail. But the prime minister and both opposition should be serving sentence in jail for breaking the COVID law. Yeah, because COVID, we was in the hype of COVID, right? The whole world watch while the elections taking place down in Trinidad. The whole world watch while nobody was social distancing. Some people wearing masks and some wearing no masks. Yeah, right? That was say the full brunt of the law should be on the government. The full brunt of the law should be on the government. And I'm going to retract that at all. They know that. They know they break their own laws. Since they break their own laws, they should be brought to justice for breaking the law. Because if a poor man like John or Jill break the law, you will serve sentence. The prime minister will push for you. Prime minister will push for you as an individual to get locked up for breaking the same law that he broke 5 minutes ago. You see what's going on? So the law is only for the big boys. The big boys can break the law. But a poor man like Jack and Jill can't break the law. Right? You can't break the law if he's a poor man. But if he's a rich man, like the 1%, you could go down the islands and fet and lime, and you could keep a big brush, and you will not be held accountable. Because you know why? You is the boss. You is the boss. So if you be the boss, then you could break the law, and the poor man will be prosecuted full brunt by the law. You see how the laws of the land is unfair? You see how the laws of the land, it was only made for politicians. Politicians and then made their own law. They wouldn't abide in their own law. The laws that they created is to enslave you. You see what's going on?
Minor, magnitude 3.2 for minutes.
If you are not awakening now, then when everything starts to unfold and unravel in the Caribbean, then you will know why certain earthquakes happening. Then you will know why certain storms happening. Why sudden lightning, sudden things are happening on the Caribbean islands. And you don't have a clue what's taking place. You know why? Because of the laws, the draconian laws that are passing against the poor. The draconian laws that are passing is against the free will of humanity. They know very well. But I was going to play this last time.
They are being irresponsible. They are threatening the national well-being, and I want to see the laws enforced to the limit.
Oh gosh, all I hear that. All I hear that very good. I just wanna. Alright, as I was saying before. Look at that. Just look at that. I just want to play from that part. I just want to start from that part only. But hear what the Prime Minister said with your own mouth.
Parties and congregating, they are being irresponsible.
Wow, they're being irresponsible. Hear that?
They are threatening the national well-being.
They are threatening the national well-being, but he was doing the same thing too.
And I want to see the.
And he want them to see. But how come wasn't the Prime Minister brought to justice? How come wasn't the Prime Minister charged for his treason against breaking the COVID law? What good for one should good for all. I telling you all that. Archangel Archangel Samuel, telling you all that.
24 minutes ago.
What? Hey, 5.8 Antarctic Ridge. Oh, let's start to share this live. Oh, let's share this live now. Start to continue to share this live. Because judgment is coming. And it's coming swiftly. It ain't coming slowly. It's coming fast. It's coming like a bus.
Worldwide alert. Pacific Antarctic Ridge. Magnitude 5.8.
Pacific Antarctic Ridge. I think that is off the coast of Arima, close to Barbados. You all need to wake up. If the Prime Minister breaking your law, he must be jailed. The Prime Minister must be jailed. And all those who take part in the politician, always take part in the election march or the election party, must be brought to justice. They must be brought to justice. No, it can't be good for one. It can't be good for you because you, Prime Minister, you're breaking the law, and then you want to lock up everybody else who breaking the law. That is unfair, folks. That is unfair.
Worldwide
it's
alert.
Unfair.
Pacific Antarctic Ridge.
It's unfair.
5.8.
Prime Minister must be jailed. He must be charged for breaching the COVID law, because they are the ones who encourage COVID to be rampant right now. You see, the whole world watch, people. The whole world watch while they were campaigning, both sides campaigning. Nobody is social distancing. Nobody wearing masks. Only some people wearing masks. That's how I'm saying. That's how I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you all right now. And tears streaming down my heart right now. Telling you all that. He should be charged for breaking the COVID law. The COVID-19 law should go for all ministers, all MPs, who the hell you are, to break the COVID law. And a poor man going out to get a little milk and sugar, getting harassed by the police. Getting harassed and getting charged for going out to buy a little milk and sugar. You see how the law is unfair? The law is unfair. The law is only for the politicians. The law is not for the poor man. That's what I'm saying, the law is only for the poor. The law is not for the poor at all. The law is not for the poor. The law is only for the rich. I'm telling you all. Only the rich. Only the rich. The law is only for the rich. The rich alone can break the law. But you know what, tell you something. The poor man can't break the law. If the poor man break the law, he will serve jail.
Magnitude 5.8.
I telling you, that poor. Let me tell you something. Yeah? It's innocent people in jail. It's innocent people making jail, you know. Yeah, plenty innocent people making jail. Poor man making jail. You all not waking up at all, boy. You all not waking up at all. Don't matter how much the Lord cry out to you all to wake up. You all not waking up. Lord bring destruction, boy.
Was enforced to the limit.
You hear what? The law must be enforced to the limit. Mr. Prime Minister, the law, this COVID law that you break during your campaigning of election, that was a breach of COVID law, of the COVID-19 law, that you yourself say that no man shouldn't break, but you breaking the law for your campaign. Let me tell you something. What is good? What is good for you alone is good for all. You never come out and apologize to the public and say, well, you apologize. Even though you apologize or not, you all are the ones responsible for the spike of COVID in Trinidad. Right? You all are responsible for the spike of COVID in Trinidad, and the Lord is blaming the government. The Lord, the Almighty, the Creator, the creators, they are blaming the government. All governments, they are blaming them for the spike of COVID throughout the Caribbean islands. That's what I'm saying.
Worldwide alert.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, what I'm going to do here.
29 minutes ago, 4:28 a.m.
So what I'm going to do here right now is just remove that, and I'm just going to play that over.
Otherwise, everything that we're doing could be put at risk.
A few moments later.
So look at that. Anybody social distancing? Nobody in social distancing. None of that shit happening at all. I want to lock up a poor man. I want to lock up the poor man. Alright, mister.
Going to parties and congregating.
So the campaigning wasn't a party. It was a party.
Worldwide.
It was a lime. It was a fete. Campaigning was a fete. It was a lime. Everybody drinking. Everybody having a good time. As soon as election done, you're going back to enslaving the people. Yeah.
They are being irresponsible.
You are being irresponsible.
They are threatening.
So you are responsible for COVID spike.
The national.
You are the opposition. You all are both responsible for the spike of COVID in Trinidad.
Well-being, and I want to see the laws enforced to the limit.
I telling you all, that's what the man said, and the man said he want to see the laws. He want to see the laws. All right, being activated. He want to see the laws being activated. He should be in jail. He should be in jail. He should be charged for treason, for breaking the law, for breaking COVID-19 law. He should be jailed. The opposition should be jailed too as well. They both should be jailed for the spike of COVID-19 and for the deaths of those who died from COVID-19. Yeah. You all won't say it, but I will say it. I will say it with tears in my eyes. And they know it's the truth. They know that they did wrong. You should have never had no election. It should Mr. Prime Minister, you didn't even have to have an election. You know what? You didn't need an election. They could have just continued to run. But because they want to hide your agenda of being Mr. Dictator,
Pacific Antarctic Ridge.
you're doing the election, which exposed the population to a deadly virus called COVID. Understand? You are responsible. You should take full responsibility for breaking the law. You and all your MPs and them, all MPs on both sides in governments should take responsibility for breaking the COVID-19 law.
Otherwise, everything that we're doing could be put at risk.
A few moments later.
Going to parties and congregating, they are being
He wants to see the laws enforced to the limit. It's the last time.
irresponsible. They are threatening the national well-being, and I want to see the laws enforced to the limit. Otherwise, everything that we're doing could be put at risk.
Everything that we're doing. Look, the man saying the old words. The man saying the old words and breaking it a few moments later. Breaking the same law that he said. So, okay, the law, you don't obey the law. You make the law so you can break it. Alright? Okay. That does prove to show how a joke they are.
2 moments later.
Everybody just dance, man. Dancing with COVID doing ballet dance. COVID wind down to the ground. As you can see, people ain't wearing no mask, people ain't doing nothing. Everybody just going back living normal during the election time. And as soon as the election done, boom, everything back to slavery. You see? You see what I was warning you all about last time? You see it happen? Boom, it's good. Because they didn't listen. Take that. Take that. Take that in your coffin. Take that in your pipe and smoke it. When I was telling you all what would have happened, you laugh at me. You mock me. You scoff me. Fine. Let Elohim judgment come now. I'm done.
Trinidad and Tobago. We have in Trinidad and Tobago a system called the PH system. That is a large part of our structured society. It is something that has existed alongside an official transportation system. And recognizing Trinidad as we must, it would be extremely difficult for law enforcement to know which private vehicle, any P registration vehicle, was one which was for hire or one which was not for hire. And because we have a thriving and large PH industry, we're therefore compelled to recognize that it would be near impossible for law enforcement to stop every private car to figure out whether you are related to the person or living in the same household. So please understand that this is a feature of Trinidad and Tobago's recognized society, and that therefore the only exception for being in a vehicle or a vessel is if you are by yourself. So 2 exceptions. 1, you're a child. It's going to be that you're under 8 years of age. Secondly, is that you're by yourself. Now let's go into the position of what the reasonable excuses look like. We've set out into the law that you may have a reasonable excuse, and we've set out the examples of reasonable excuse. That you can't wear your face mask, shield or covering because of a physical or mental impairment or disability. because it may cause you severe distress. We had situations where claustrophobia can't be explained as either a mental difficulty or a physical disability, and therefore we had to include the circumstances of severe distress. We've had to put in, of course, the situation where somebody may be traveling with somebody who's reliant on sign language, is reliant upon lip reading. We've dealt with where you have to remove your face mask or face shield because you were just avoiding some imminent injury or risk of harm, that you were traveling to avoid injury, to escape harm, and that you didn't have the face mask or face shield with you. If it's reasonably necessary for you to eat or drink and you remove your mask or face shield for that purpose, so that means obviously temporarily, where a person has had to remove a face mask or face shield for taking medication, again temporarily, or where a request is made of you for identification or security purposes. Now, even though those are the express reasons, we have the factor that face mask wearing, face shield wearing, face covering wearing, and again this applies not only in the vehicle or vessel context, but also in a public place, that it's up to the law enforcement officers to stop you. They would have reasonable suspicion because you're not wearing your mask, ask you questions, and then decide whether the law is going to be applied to you or not. Now, the very simple remedy to all of this is simply just wear your mask. Now, ladies and gentlemen, parents, we have a responsibility towards our children. It is difficult to legislate common sense. Obviously,
That's a real shot because you are no common sense. You really are no common sense.
Once again, this is straight law.
Knowing that judgment will come, knowing that the Creator will judge, Creator will be very angry for passing that law, knowing that, but I saw you went to school and I saw you get education, right?
Worldwide alert.
And I saw you know about history. I saw by now you maybe know something about history. I saw you know that this earth that we live on is called Atlantis. If you don't know what I'm telling you on and the followers and them out there, this world that we live on right now is called Atlantis for us. It's Atlantis. We're living in Atlantis. We have been living in Atlantis for how much? 7,382 years. 7,382 years. This world exists. Atlantis exists. And you telling me you don't have common sense that you will pass into law, draconian law against the Creator's will, knowing that He will pass judgment upon you, your family, and everybody else, all citizens, everybody going and get it, you know. Don't just think you alone going and get it, or the ministers going and get it. Everybody is going to get it. Everybody. Because the Creator fury and anger and wrath has been so kindled. You know what you mean, a kindle for us? Kindle mean it has been pent up. If you think that you have more anger than the Creator, you have no anger yet, brother. You have no anger against the Almighty Elohim. You have no anger against them at all, because they really fed up of politicians like you, who He put in specific position to hold a certain office, right? Not to pass wicked laws against the people, but to protect the constitutional rights of the people. That is why the Creator put you there. That is why the Creator put you there. But when you pass unconstitutional laws, when you pass unconstitutional laws against the people of Yah, Yah will pass his judgment, his fury, his wrath, his indignation upon the people, all those who you support. I just giving you all a little idea now, you know. I give you a little idea because I know all of you all are listening to me right now, and you know what I'm saying is the truth. You know, Forrest, you know what I'm saying is the truth. Even the Prime Minister know what I'm saying is the truth. You all know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, because you just do your little research and all this kind of thing, and you got your education and all this kind of thing, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
This virus is no respecter of age.
You hear? Using the same words I use. World Organization didn't use that word. No. CDC didn't use that word. CNN, nobody used that word, but here I am using the words that I use on my live from the last time I was with you. Right. Last time I did the live and I said that COVID is no respecter of persons. Here I am using the same words that I use. This is proof that they are listening to me. It proves that they are listening to me. Right? This is for you to open your eyes more.
A responsibility towards our children. It is difficult to legislate common sense. Obviously, this virus is no respecter of age. We've seen that babies at 10 months and younger have been diagnosed.
I went to the store
absolutely
to buy a cooler. Then get me Indian partner next door.
When babies are born, they are born healthy.
I buy a donkey cab from Ramdeen
to
make a stagecoach.
Get COVID is if the health.
Then put some pepperoni in the latrine
whoever they are
to kill the cockroach.
The baby. Let me be real, Mr. Let me be real, Mr. Bossman. Right? The only way babies could get infected with COVID is if the nurses or the head nurse or whoever is in charge of pushing this agenda for all you. The COVID-19 agenda. It's if they swab the baby or if they test the mother when the mother was pregnant, if they swab the mother when she was pregnant and they swab she with the infected swabs, you know what I'm talking about, because I'm sure you don't tell your family members and the Prime Minister don't tell all who is his friends and everybody not to go for no tests. You understand? They know. Alright? They know they ain't stupid like the other population. They're stupid. Right? So yes, babies can get COVID if they get infected with swab. If they get swab, or if the baby get the baby get the COVID through injection. If the baby get the COVID through injection, then we blame the nurses. The nurses is irresponsible. The head nurses is responsible. Whoever is responsible for delivering that child or that baby on that 10-month-old or whatever, the hospital staff should be brought and should be charged, right, for giving the baby COVID-19. I mean, I'm speaking on behalf of the Creator, and this is the exact words that they will say. If they were right here on this live talking to you right now, they will tell you, let righteousness prevail. Righteousness must prevail, not unrighteousness. Everybody who do crimes, whatever crime, they must be brought to justice. They must be brought to justice, and the people must know who they are, their names. They must be brought to justice and brought to a certain. They must be brought to justice and brought to a certain judgment. You can't just do a crime and get away with it. No, it's not like long time anymore. The world is coming to an end, and all must pay for their crimes against humanity. All those who do crimes against humanity must be brought to justice, like Bill Gates, and all the others must be brought to justice. As I say, if the Creator was speaking here, this is exactly what Yahuwah would have said. Alright?
In Trinidad and Tobago as asymptomatic carriers of the COVID-19 virus. It's quite simple. If your child can tolerate mask wearing, encourage the mask wearing. We can't prosecute a child under the age of 8, and God forbid the government and the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service certainly does not want to prosecute a child. But we have to encourage mask wearing. Now the law has a second feature. In the Regulation 6 and in Regulation 7, you'll see that we put the law into a common sense approach. We put a liability upon the person with responsibility for a child to ensure that a child, whether the child is in public or whether the child is in a vehicle or a vessel, that child wears a face mask, and that the person with responsibility who has that child with him or her, that person will be held liable for the breach of the law. So you may find yourself exposed to a fixed penalty offense, $1,000 if you yourself are not wearing your face mask in a vehicle or vessel and there's more than one person in it. If you're the sole occupant of the vehicle or vessel, well, you're okay. If there are more than one people in the vehicle or vessel, you have to wear the masks, even if you're related, and most regrettably so because of the pH phenomenon in Trinidad and Tobago.
Madness!
Secondly, you may find yourself as a person with responsibility for a child exposed to an offense.
And draconian law, here it again. That's another clause in the human rights. That's another clause right there for us. That is a human violation. It's a human violation. A violation. It must be brought. You will be brought before the creators for your crimes. You will be brought before the creators for your crimes soon. Soon. Very, very soon. All leaders, all ministers, all of them who are part of the Illuminati, all of them are part of the deep state, will be brought to justice. They will be charged and they will be exterminated by the full brunt of Elohim's law. Yeah, it's coming, guys. It's coming. And they know it coming. And there will be no escape for these leaders and them. No escape. Nowhere to run. It's coming. Don't hurt your head. Don't hurt your head when it coming. Don't message me and say, Archangel Samuel, when it coming. No. Don't hurt your head. It's already here.
That offense is that you fail to have your child with a mask on. Thirdly, you may find yourself in a public place exposed to not wearing your mask, or as a person with responsibility for a child, not having the child wear a mask. The simple antidote to these fixed penalty notices is that you wear your mask.
I mean, $1,000, why? Nobody ain't working no way, Faris. Faris, is nobody working no way. Where would them get $1,000? Where would them get 20,000? Where would them get 40,000? Nobody working no way. Cover that everybody home. And all the so-called slogan is stay home saves life. Really? So if all your citizens continue to stay home and there are no food in the house, what will happen? What will happen, Mr. Faris Alwari? What will happen? What will happen? Oh God, my heart hurting me so much. What will happen? What will happen? Oh gosh, what will happen? What will happen?
Now, in the
Oh God, my
regulations,
heart hurting me so much.
do you see in regulation 8 that we have the situation of defining what you can do in terms of public transportation. The Honorable Prime Minister told the nation that if you're dealing with a motor car, and again a motor car, the definition of motor car is in the regulations as signed. That which is in circulation has not been the one with the definition on it. That will be published in a matter of a couple of minutes. But if you're in a motor vehicle, which is simply a 5-person car, a sedan, a car carrying 5 people, that you're allowed 75%. What does that mean? You're allowed 4 people. So instead of 5, you're allowed 4 people. In any other type of motor vehicle, whether it is a red band maxi, a 25-seater, a 12-seater, a PTSC bus, you're going to have no more than 65% of the persons that you're licensed to carry in that vehicle. So that's it in respect of quantum and how you look at it. We have allowed for education, businesses, etc., for all of these things to operate. Specifically, there may be situations where you have to ask for a license or permission to have an examination, because there are multiple examinations that are being held, whether it's at tertiary education level, secondary education level, etc. All of that is permitted by way of recourse to the Minister of Health. And the regulations, of course, have the feature of medical practitioners, labs being obliged at law to tell the Minister of Health, to tell the Chief Medical Officer when they encounter a COVID positive situation. Very importantly, we have introduced the concept in these regulations of a self-quarantine. That is so that persons who present with
This is an agenda. Share the live, please share the live. Don't break down the numbers. Oh my God. Share the live, please. Share the live, please share the live. Continue to share the live, please. This is very important. Oh my gosh, my heart hurts me so much. Draconian laws in your face. Laws that is unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional. I can't even say the word properly because my heart is racing. As Sister Aisha was saying there, I'm numb. I'm so numb right now because this world has become so evil. I'm numb. I just want to leave this earth now. I'm numb. And I feel really sad and heartbroken. For people who going along with the agenda, I feel sad for you all because soon they will exterminate all of you because they had to cut down the percentage, you know. This is the population agenda. They had to cut down the percentage. It had too much people, 1.4 million. That is too much. They can't control the amount of people. So they had to cut down the amount of people. That's why you see we saw also too that the deaths in Trinidad have become 23 now. 23 deaths. Who are these 23 people that die from COVID? We want to know their names, where they are, where they're from, how old they are. You telling me 23 people dead from COVID in Trinidad? 23 dead. The Lord will bring you all to justice. The Lord will bring you all to judgment. The Lord will bring you all to justice and the judgment. and to execute you all before the entire world. It's coming. It's coming, man. It's coming. It's coming soon.
COVID positive situation, and whom the CMO and the medical expertise team view to be capable of being quarantined at home, but those people can be self-isolated at their own places of abode, at their own homes, by permission in law, and this is set out here. I want to remind that this law now has, in summary, 1. The introduction of a fixed penalty notice system. 2. That the fixed penalty applies to mask wearing in a vehicle, a vessel, which is something on the sea, or in a public space. There is an exception for reasonable cause or excuse. That exception is for medical or physical reasons, certain urgent situations such as escaping danger, momentarily moving for the purposes of eating or consuming drink, for taking medication. You also have the situation where parents and people with responsibility, so a grandfather with a grandchild, a guardian has a child with you, you can be exposed for your child not wearing a mask, whether in a vehicle or vessel or in a public space. You also have the introduction of public spaces. In the public space, effectively, the guidelines will guide you as to what you are to do in wearing masks. So where there is a physical distance that is permitted, if you are in an office with shields up, etc., there may be certain exceptions depending upon how the CMO says that. However, persons are encouraged to wear your masks in public offices, etc. The more we engage in mask wearing at this point, according to current advice coming from WHO and the CMO, is the faster we're going to
look who they're taking advice from. Satan. Yeah. They take advice from WHO. You know WHO? World Health Organization. Donald Trump defunded World Health Organization for all the evil that they continue to push. Donald Trump defund World Health Organization. Why? Donald Trump defund CDC. Why? Why did Donald Trump defund World Health Organization? You're not getting it. You're not getting it, but wait, I'll bring a video just now. I'll bring up a little video just now of World Health Organization.
Be able to regain our economy and structures. I'm confident that you're going to have some questions. I'd just like to end by saying that the erratum will be fixed by way of an immediate publication which will go into effect. All that you will see happen is the definition of a motor car, meaning a 5-seater car, and you will very importantly see that the age limit is 8 years of age with respect to mask wearing for children in a vehicle or vessel and also in a public place. Honorable Minister, I am sure that there will be many questions at question time and I will answer them there. Thank you.
Magnitude 5.8, 57 minutes.
Thank you very much for that clarification.
Wear your mask. That's what they say.
Wear a mask if you want to, or you can leave the mask behind. You really don't need to cover your face with a diaper all the freaking time. Say, wear a mask if you want to, you can wear it when you drive. You can act like your mask will save the whole world, leaving common sense behind. Mask. Vaccine. survive. You say, wear a mask, Rona is out of control. Wear a mask, doing it for the lows. Wear a mask, showing everyone you comply. Wear a mask, everybody's wearing a mask. Your safety mask, need a safety mask. Oh, safety mask, get a safety mask.
Yes, we're gonna get back there. That's about a little intermission there for you all. Hope that you all love that song.
And now Dr. St. Bernard will provide guidelines on how to safely self-isolate at home. Dr. St. Bernard
sold out to the Nephilims, sold out to the Watchers. It proves that Trinidad and Tobago and other Caribbean islands like Belize is sold out to Satan.
Important measure taken by those who are COVID-19 positive. They have symptoms, and we want them to avoid infecting others in the community, including your family members. Self-isolation is when a person who is experiencing fever, cough, or any of the other...
This is just the normal flu. You are telling earlier? Normal flu. If you're of the COVID-19 virus, I mean, I should say the H1N1 virus, because even the Prime Minister said with his own mouth that he know from 2019 that COVID exists. You all wake up now, man.
COVID-19 symptoms, stays at home and does not go to work, school, or public places. What does it mean to self-quarantine? According to the World Health Organization, to self-quarantine means to separate yourself from others because you have been exposed to someone with COVID.
You hear that, right? You will have to expose because you were exposed to somebody. So COVID is like AIDS. You know what I mean? COVID is like AIDS. Do you know that COVID is like AIDS too? Do you know that COVID is like AIDS? And COVID is not treatable. No, COVID is not treatable. All the lies that tell you COVID is treatable. No, I will tell you why COVID is not treatable. COVID is not treatable because they are the ones who are doing the extermination, right? So you could never ever pass. You could never ever. You have to be blessed. You have to be protected by the Most High to pass through that pathogen test. In other words, I'm saying is that you have to be real. I'll use the word lucky. I don't really use the word lucky because lucky is for losers or witches and warlocks and pastors. I use the word lucky for people who don't know what I'm talking about. The newbies and them who know understanding certain things. We don't really use the word lucky because our creator don't deal with luck and our creator is not a genie. Right? But I'm using this word for you to understand exactly what I'm saying. Right? You have to be blessed. You have to be blessed to escape that part of the torment of being exterminated. Yeah? So there will be a part of your life continually until you are positive. So if you go for the test and they become negative, then you know what will happen next, right? But let me listen to this.
COVID-19, even though you yourself do not have symptoms. During self-quarantine, you monitor yourself for symptoms. The goal of the self-quarantine is to prevent transmission. Since people who become ill with COVID-19 can infect people immediately and up to 2 days prior to developing symptoms, and so self-quarantine can prevent some infections from occurring. So what's the difference between self-isolation, self-quarantine, and even distancing that we have been advised to do? Quarantine means restricting activities or separating people who are not ill themselves but may have been exposed to COVID-19. The goal is to prevent spread of the disease at the time when people just develop symptoms. Isolation, on the other hand, means that positive, we're looking at positive, we are not to share. All persons in the household should wear masks.
Tell you, if she was keeping on she mask long, she would have started to get short breath. By now, after explaining that long sentence that she just talked about there, from since the time she take off that mask, and let's say she had on she mask right during this ordeal of speaking, I guarantee you, she'd have done get short breath a long time. You can't keep on a mask so long, but you want people who work in to keep on a mask right through, even in the hot sun. That madness by draconian law. That is against human rights. Against human rights. But I want to play another video here for you all of a TV show called Behind the Tape in Trinidad, which was viewed on live TV of a woman who went to get tested for COVID, knowing that she didn't have COVID, but she invites her whole family to go and get tested, and boom, she got the full blow. She got the full blow of the H1N20 or the H1N1 virus. She got the full blow. She got full blown COVID-19. Full blown she got. So I'm going to play the short clip for you. I'm going to come back to the puppets and I'm up on top. Alright?
It's going through this COVID. Alright? Everybody. It's because who in the kitchen does feel the heat.
Right.
I and my entire family is going through this COVID. Alright? Everybody went to the health center and was swabbed. I know everybody. And everybody came back to health.
When you say, ma'am, when you say your entire family is going through it, what does that mean?
Everybody felt sick. My little daughter, my 8-year-old daughter, my 15-year-old son, my husband. Wow. Right? Myself. Everybody is good. I am the only one now, like I'm dying from this COVID, and I can't get help. I don't know where to go. Alright? When I went back to the health center, because what happened, we did the testing last week Tuesday. Alright? We have people calling for us, all the hotline, everything. We're not answering the calls. They said we got through with the Antigua COVID hotline. They called somebody in Trinidad, and that is how we got through to them. When they called the person in Trinidad, the person said they're not even getting through to the health center. They say walk back across there and let them know you're coughing blood now.
So, ma'am, what she's saying that she's COVID positive?
Well, just now. Just now, I showed button just now.
All right, ma'am.
When I went back, they tell me go to the hospital. My son called the ambulance. When I reached in the ambulance, I told him I can't breathe. She said, no, your oxygen level high. I was taken to the hospital. I spent the whole night, I spent the day. Alright? When they checked me out, they say, I told the nurse what happened. I told the doctor. I said the entire family was swabbed and quarantined. I said they told me to inform me so they wouldn't swab me again. Alright? They said they did the heart, they did this, they did that, everything. But I have frozen blood, short-breathed, everything. All right, I saw other COVID patients. Nobody was suffering at me. Nobody on my liver string. I told you now, I can't support with 4 bags, thick like glue, mucus, and with blood on the yellow mucus. It's not even moving, I never see.
All right, ma'am, thank you very much for the information. You can please leave your phone number with the producer, and we'll try to get as much help as we can
You know
for
what I was
you.
going to ask her? What message that she has for persons who are not suffering from this pandemic?
Well, I think that the message was very clear as to what has been going on with her and also her family.
Fighting to breathe during that conversation.
So when persons out there are saying, well, we'll take the risk for our last jam, and a last jump, and a last dip. Everything you all want to do last not first. All right, so there you have it. Someone...
Wow. So again, here these crowns blaming the people. Always blaming the people, but don't blame the incompetent government for passing laws against the human right. No, they don't blame the government. They blame the innocent citizen, because this, if my memory requires me to speak, that when the Prime Minister said after elections, he said that here was going on, the government had a lockdown again, and boom, he said Monday. He said by Monday everything will be locked down. Sunday, people went to the beach. I mean, who wouldn't go to the beach? People went to do the last minute shopping, the last dip or wherever. But here are these jackasses and them blaming the people. Always blaming the people, but not blaming the incompetent leaders. Because the leader said himself, we're going to lock down Monday. Monday, everything going to lock down worldwide. Everybody heard that. Everybody who was tuning in to CNC3, TV6, TDT News from internationally, from the Philippines, from the US, New York, Trinidadians who all over the world tune in to know what's going on with the country. Yes, the Prime Minister said on Monday that the country will be totally locked down. You give people opportunity to go on the beach, so that you are the one encouraging the spread. You, for you to say from today, everything locked down one time. Lock down one time. Don't give them no Sunday to go and go no last dip. Lockdown immediately, immediate effect. Lockdown immediately from that day. No. You give them this Sunday to go and get a last dip and for the virus to spread amongst people. You encourage it. You encourage the virus to spread amongst people, because you as a leader should have permanently locked down immediately. Shouldn't say they will lock down Monday. You shouldn't say that they would have been locked down Monday. You should have locked down immediately. That was an irresponsible move as a leader. That was very irresponsible. That you as a leader call for the country to obey your laws. That Monday there will be lockdown, but they should have said in immediate effect, lockdown now. We locking down everything immediately. Don't wait until Monday to lockdown, knowing that people will go on the beach Sunday. Millions of people will go on the beach Sunday to get a last dip. You know Trinidadians is already. So what you should have done is lock down immediately. Again, you are responsible for the spread of COVID in Trinidad, because you should have locked down immediately, not afterwards. Lock down immediately. You didn't do that as a leader. So that means that the Lord hold you responsible for the spread of COVID amongst the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And although the borders are locked down, the so-called borders are locked down, the leaders are free to fly in and out, go wherever they want, come back whenever they want, And nobody cannot utter a word or say where they're coming or where they're going, because there's nobody watching their movements right now. Everybody afraid COVID. So the leaders can move up and down. They could go wherever they want in the world. And they can't give an account, because there's nobody to give an account when they leave or when they leave. They don't have that. The leaders could go New York, they could go Canada, they could go England, they could go Venezuela, they could go wherever they want right now. And this is what's happening right now. And Trump could fly out when he want. Yeah, Trump could fly out when he want, go when he want, but yet the borders lock. Yeah, you see what's going on? Prime ministers, presidents, leaders, MPs, they can fly out whenever they want, go when they want, and nobody will question them, because there's nobody to question their movements. Since the airports are locked down and the so-called borders are locked down, it's nobody to question their movements. They are the ones overseeing their own movements. They might have their securities with them, yes. They trusted slaves with them, yes. Who went talk and say, yes, you know, they went and travel. Yes, they went here, yes, they went there. They wouldn't even say that, because they're not allowed to say that, because they can't say that. That's how it's going on. So the Lord hold the leaders of Trinidad and Tobago responsible for the spread of COVID-19. And as you can see, these two clowns here, these two clowns not even wearing masks either during a COVID pandemic. They're not even wearing masks either, and they're not even 6 feet apart either. So what really going on? What really going on? All right.
No. Even though you are already COVID positive, you do not want your family members at home with you to become infected with COVID, and they may not fare as well as you if they have comorbidities. You all have heard us use this term, hypertension, diabetes, asthma. If you have any relatives in your home with these conditions, you don't want them not faring as well as you if they're exposed to you because you are not wearing your mask. And as well, each time another person in the household becomes infected, the count for quarantine begins again. So let me speak now about the admission criteria to the COVID hospitals, and these criteria will be clinical as well as other criteria. The clinical criteria we use depends on if you have a comorbid disease, meaning you have some other illness, or if you do not. So I'll start with those who have comorbid diseases, with no comorbid diseases. So if you don't have any high blood pressure or any other condition and you are COVID positive, these are the things that we are looking at. And if you have any three of the following symptoms, this will trigger hospital admission. Increasing shortness of breath, increasing fatigue, confusion.
Keep the mask on. If they keep the mask on, you will get short breath. Guys, you want to pour on a mask on a 1-year-old child?
We oil pressure reading low. Shall we abandon ship, or shall we stay on it and perish slow? We don't know. Captain, you tell me what to do. Whoa. She was a beauty with wealth that few surpassed, and in her day she sailed majestically. There were few in her class. Faithfully she fulfilled her sailor's need. Some were overpowered by greed, and so they pilfered slow. Some took bite, bulk and go. Now she looked dull, she's at a lull. She could barely sit on her hull. Captain, the ship is sinking. Captain, the seas are rough, oh yes. We got tank almost empty, no electricity. We oil pressure reading low. Shall we abandon ship, or shall we we stay on it and perish slow? We don't know, we don't know. Captain, you tell me what to do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Trinidad in her day of sailing, she was a friend to one and all. She never once ever hesitated to answer all SOS calls. And yes, well, she always did her best to help out those in distress. Now it's so sad to see she's in difficulties. Though she helped share, some of them share and sarcastically declare, Captain, the ship is sinking. Captain, the seas are rough. We got down almost empty, no electricity.
Now, 1-year-old child, when the judgment of Elohim come, it's a no mercy, no. Elohim can show you all no mercy, no. No mercy will not be shown to any one of you who practice, who do evil to citizens. Right? I am telling you all, none of you all will not be spared the judgment and the indignation of our creators. Right? As you always say, no problem. When judgment come, it come. Right? Okay.
Chills, persistent fever. Any three of these will trigger hospital admission. What about if you have comorbid diseases? So depending on the comorbid diseases, we may choose one or two in addition to some of the worsening symptoms. So if you have one of being immune compromised.
Hello, I hate that smoke on your face. You see that smoke on your face? You sure she's smiling when she's talking? She is serious. You sure she's smiling? You all must learn body language. If you learn body language, if hello, if you all learn body language, then you will know how to decipher, how to have discernment when they're lying and when they're telling the truth. But because you have no discernment, you can't tell if they're lying or they're telling the truth. That little smile on your face tells it all. So she's smirking and smiling. She know exactly what she's talking about. She know it's a joke. But you don't know. You don't know at all. You don't know at all because you continue to follow the footsteps. You will pay for it.
For example, on steroids, or you may be taking chemotherapy, or you may have end-stage renal failure, or you may have chronic pulmonary disease. Only one of these is required in addition to two of the following worsening symptoms. And these worsening symptoms are increasing shortness of breath, any central nervous system manifestation, and by that we mean headaches, dizziness, being in and out of consciousness, uncoordinated movements, or drowsiness. So that's number 2, CNS, or central nervous system. Increasing fatigue, chills, persistent fever, chest pain, or discomfort. So any one of the ones I said before and any two of these worsening symptoms will trigger COVID hospital admission. What about other comorbid diseases? If you have any of the following two conditions, chronic congestive failure or any other cardiovascular disease, cancer, diabetes or hypertension, two of these and any three of the same worsening symptoms I said before, shortness of breath, with CNS symptoms, increasing fatigue, chills, persistent fever, chest pain or discomfort, that will trigger hospital admission as well. And let me just make a plug for truthfulness. As one of the persons that sometimes calls patients at home to tell them they are positive or to monitor daily and what is reported to me by my physician, we need to be truthful. We want you to be well. We do not want persons having to succumb. So please indicate, I am begging you, please indicate honestly how you are feeling when the physician calls you. You are being called twice daily to be monitored via telephone.
Please, I'm begging you. I am begging you. I am begging you. Listen to me. Let me decode. I am begging you not to tell them anything. I am begging you not to go for any COVID-19 test because I am not going to carry my daughter or my sons or my great-grandchildren. I am not going to carry them to get any test. That's exactly what she's saying there. She's saying, in other words, don't do what I'm telling you to do. Right? Because I am not going to allow my children to go for no tests. I'm not going to do that. I just stupid or what? I know exactly where's the agenda. I go send my children to do that. You all wake up now.
It's critical that you tell us what your symptoms are.
Oh, tell us what your symptoms are so that they can track your every life. You all have to be dotish. Oh, sorry. Some of you all are really dotish, by the way. So, yeah. It's not a secret anymore. And if you want to say I this and like that, you could say what the hell you want. I know business. But some of you all out there are really dotish that you will really go along with this agenda. But you have been warned. You have been warned not one time, not two times, not three times, not four times, not 5 times, not 6 times, not 100 times. You have been warned multiple times. Right? It's up to you now to listen and hearken, or fall for the agenda and let her exterminate your whole family. It's up to you. It's up to you.
And if you downplay your symptoms, this can lead to a dangerous situation whereby you can decompensate at home and it can possibly even lead to fatal consequences. So I will quickly now show something that we are now going to be distributing to the public.
Alright guys, moment of truth. Remember I was talking about the DNA? Remember I was talking about that? Right, I'm just gonna pull that. No. Here is, she's showing it now. Look, she's showing it now. This is the device. I think this needs full screen. So I'm gonna do a full screen here. I am going to do a full screen. Yeah, right now. I am going to do a full screen. Full screen. Right? We're going to do a full screen here so that you all can see clearly. Alright? Alright, let me go full screen. We're full screen right now. Look at the new devices that they're going to distribute to the public because they want to track everything. They want to track your life. You see how evil they are? Look how evil they are.
Population, and this is called a fingertip pulse oximeter.
Ooh, a fingertip pulse oximeter.
Right, and I'm going to tell you what this is.
All right, tell me what it is.
So pulse oximeters or pulse oximeters are medical devices that monitor the level of oxygen in a patient.
Where here? Monitor oxygen in your blood. What that means? What that means to monitor oxygen in your blood. They know who to go after. You see, if you are less oxygen in your blood, they will come for you. That means that you have COVID. If you have the device, if you don't have the device, then they can't call you. You see, when you receive the device, they will take your contact information. They will take your phone number. They will take every single thing they need to contact you, to keep contact tracing alive in your family. So I, Archangel Samuel, I am warning you, do not take these devices, people. Please, I am begging. If you take the devices, it have tracking chips in it. It have a microchip inside of the devices that will be able to track you down wherever you go. This is a new world order agenda. This will be your new passport. Listen to what I'm saying. I've already explained that from earlier on. They are moving up. the agenda right now. So this is what I was explaining to you all from earlier on. I bring it full screen.
Blood, and it can be used to alert us, the healthcare professionals.
You hear that? Oh, look, she does tell it out. You hear that? Did you hear that? It could be used to what? It could be used to what? Monitor. That means there is a tracking device inside of that oxy something there. Let me just go back there.
What this is. So pulse oximeters or pulse oximeters are medical devices that monitor the level of oxygen in a patient's.
You hear that? Imagine they're calling you patients. Hey! Imagine they're going from slaves. Wait, they're going from citizens to call you a slave, from a slave from eating grass to call you a fucking patient now. So now you're a patient. Once you receive this device, they consider you a patient. You hear?
Blood, and it can be used to alert us, the healthcare profession.
It can be used to alert them. That means there is a tracking device inside of the device. That means that the device itself is a tracking device, although it does take certain temperature and read your oxygen level in your blood. It also does tracking, right? That is a tracking device.
If oxygen levels fall below safe levels, and what is that level? 94%. It allows rapid intervention, which for us means admission to a COVID hospital. I will just quickly do a demonstration. So
look, she's going to do a demonstration, right? With the smoke on her face. You see the smoke? Look at the smoke on her face again. Look at the smoke.
I will just.
You see? Hello, patients. Patients. Hello, my faithful patients. Look the smoke on your face again. Everybody else is smoking, but she's smoking. You sell out, girl. You sell out. You sell out. Look how she's smiling. You see how she's smiling? She knows damn well there's an agenda.
So patients, you're going to be getting these at home. We're going to be doing distribution during this week. And this is your pulse oximeter. It's like a paper clip. So you put your index finger in.
Look, put your index finger in. And this will be used to track you. Yes, simple. This device will be able to track you. Yes, and they're going to give citizens it. Oh, sorry, they're going to give patients it. Or they're going to give independent slaves. Happy independent slaves of Trinidad and Tobago. Happy independence to all slaves in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? Happy independence to all slaves. You have been 58 years being enslaved by different political parties. You have been enslaved for 58 years. And if that number even accurate too. Right? That is a whole agenda. You all might know, and some of you all don't want to know, but I'm telling you all, this is a new world order agenda, and this will be your passport. This will be for your passport. This is your DNA, folks. This is your DNA. This is your DNA that they take in there right there. Your DNA. Look at she, which she smoke. Again, which she smoke. Understand? All of you who do discernment can see that there's a deception.
Right, there's a plain blue side on the side with the screen. There's a little blue knob, so you press the blue button and you see light starting to come on. When you are reading this pulse oximeter, you are doing it like this. Bring all your fingers down, put it to face you, because it's important you read it the correct way up. And it is going to then tell us what your heart rate and your oxygen levels are in your blood. Pulse oximeters don't just measure the oxygen level, they also
Alright, she exposing more.
Also measure your heart rate. And if
also measures your heart rate. Remember, all those things that you're experiencing is COVID-19 as symptoms.
If your heart rate goes above safe levels.
If your heart rate goes above safe level, boom, COVID-19 in your ass.
And we have chosen 110 beats per minute.
They have chosen 110 beats per minute. I wonder how much beats she heart beating there right now. I'm sure she heart is beating more than 10.
Based on evidence.
Because she's exposing the atrocities live on TV. Only we who are awakened know what's going on.
This will allow us to do a rapid intervention, which could include assessment by an emergency.
As the Lying said earlier on, this is a game changer. Yes, this is a game changer because this will be able, right? This will be able to say innocent people get COVID-19. This will be able to do community testing. Yes, this will do community testing. No matter how you jump high, you jump low, you still can't escape the agenda. Yeah, you still cannot. Because you're not in Elohim, you will continue to be blind.
The provider.
And listen, this is happening in the Philippines too, you know. This is going on in the Philippines too. Everybody had to wear masks and face shield in the Philippines. It's like Philippines will never ever get rid of COVID. Yeah, because you know why? The president of the Philippines is sold out to China. So that's why the Philippines is not being rid of COVID, because COVID-19 is going to live and going to leave the Philippines ever. ABBA will have to exterminate COVID-19 for itself, and that's what ABBA going to do, because COVID-19 ain't going nowhere. It ain't going no way. But just remember, COVID has disappeared during election and appear after election to infect people. Right? Doesn't matter. COVID are your own mind, your own brain. You know all those who to kill and all those not to kill. Wake up, people. Wake the fuck up, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you right now in the name of Yahuwah. Wake up, please. I beseech you. Wake up.
Sometimes we call the ambulance to go and do an assessment for you at home before we make the decision for possible admission, and then that can lead to the admission to hospital. By itself, this pulse oximeter reading can trigger admission. So you may not have any of the other criteria, but if when we call you twice daily, you tell us you have that oxygen level of 94% or less, or heart rate reading of 110 beats per minute or more, that in itself will trigger admission to hospital. And of course, there are non-clinical criteria which would include high-risk persons within your house.
You hear that? They could call you whenever they want.
So, meaning you...
That is what? That is what? That is invading your privacy. You see what's going on? Trinidadians, hello, it's you they're coming after. Trinis to the bone. It's you they're coming after.
You are well, COVID positive, but there are persons in your house who have comorbidities, hypertension, diabetes, asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, cancer, or you are part of a large household where strict isolation guidelines may be compromised. So for example, 9 persons, 1 bedroom, it may not be safe to isolate. You would not be able to isolate adequately. So those are also criteria for admission. The discharge criteria are important and critical. Persons who are in home quarantine, i.e. persons who are not COVID positive but were exposed, we count 14 days from your date of exposure to a suspected or confirmed case of COVID-19. And for persons who are in home isolation, i.e. these are the positive patients.
I want to ask a question. The Prime Minister was amongst COVID people who were dancing up left foot, right foot, back foot, wherever foot they were dancing. And yeah, you see as you look at the other person there, you all need to really look at the expressions. Look at the expressions. She's being controlled, right, by a certain narrative, and she's not allowed to say certain things. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago was quarantined for 4 days. 4 days. But other people had to quarantine for 14. how come he get it? How come he get other people test negative and then get no test? And 14 days gone, they in FEMA they in quarantine for a month or 2-3 weeks. All right, and they ain't get no test result, but the PM get test results exactly the same day. Y'all are waking up now. Y'all ain't waking up at all. Y'all still asleep. Fine. Remain asleep. Remain asleep.
If you are symptomatic, we use a minimum of 10 days after onset of symptoms, plus 3 days asymptomatic, plus an additional 7. So when you add that up, you get 20 days. And if you are asymptomatic, 10 days from the date the positive swab was taken, plus an additional 7 days, which would be 17 days. So that's your discharge criteria for those who are in home isolation. I thank you for your time, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you very much, Dr. St. Bernard. And we move straight into the question and answer segment. Please, members of the media, indicate your name and the media house that you represent. Please, no more than 2 brief questions. We start with CMC3.
All right, guys. I win. It's nothing more to say in here, but it have a lot more to say. But you all will have to go and watch the link to get the other things. I already exposed what I had to expose. I already did what I had to do already for you all. So this song here is for those who say that they are tuning to the bone and don't want to wake up. Right? They say, well, God will save them and all this kind of nonsense. I'm sorry to say, but God ain't coming to save all, yeah? God ain't coming to save all you at all. Right? God not coming to save all you. As a little stock, as you all the stock all you, God is not coming to save all you at all. You all are hardened people. You all are stiff-necked people. And you all must pay the price for supporting the draconian laws that is against the rights, that against the laws of humanity, against the law of the Creator, rather.
Islands in the sun, islands in the fun. Welcome, welcome one and all to the land of death. Trinity to the bone, Trinity to the bone.
Sada.
When they come to Bacchanal, well, they can't be react. Trinity to the bone.
I would have like Bacchanal.
Trinity to the bone. Sweet woman.
They brought up in a tradition which is draconian. They were brought up in a draconian tradition too as well, eh? Yeah, they were brought up in it. But the moment they start to make it law, that is an abomination. That will bring judgment. That will trigger judgment upon the island or wherever.
The brethren is full of energy. Some people say God is a trinity. Paradise and not come to me. God gave us a spirit fiery, but nothing in the world will bother we. But look at smart man gone with we money. We still come out and mash up the body. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love this country. Sweet, sweet TNT. No place in this world I'd rather be. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. All this sugar can't be good for me. From Coco to Caroni. Maraba to Sanssouci. From Scarborough to Kokori.
man, yeah, man. Oh, Trinidad country, yes. Draconian laws upon Trinidadians, is it? Trinidad has come to its end. Imagine to pass a law on Independence Day in Trinidad.
Sweetness in abundance everywhere. Oh, how I love my country. Sweet TNT.
Soon the world will come to an end. Remember the words that Archangel Samuel spoken. And I've spoken to you all right about now, but all those that is on our board. Alright, next, what we're going to talk about, we are going to discuss something else with you all. I'm going to discuss something with you all in a little second. So I'm going to get the article ready as we're going to dive into another part, which will be an important part too as well. I would like for you all to continue to share the live too as well. I am the only one that is keeping this long live in order to keep you up to date and abreast of every single thing that is happening around the earth, to keep you up to date as usual as possible. All right, so I would love if you all share this live on whatever group that you all are in. Even make a watch party in that group so that other people could see what's really taking place around the earth. All right, so the other song I'm going to play here is also a song from Trinidad too as well. While I'm putting things in place for the other live, not for the other live, rather for the other article that I'm going to be explaining to you all in depth. I'm going to listen to the song and then I'll put things in place, and then we will start immediately.
Yes, we go again. Can't be found by me. It's a mass for me. Wakes me up my slumber. Makes me do a number. Yes, we time again. Two notes and we break. Find myself a partner. Just to ease the pressure. Oh, yo. I don't wanna sleep. I don't wanna sleep. I don't wanna walk. Hold on. Tell me what you're waiting for. It's time to hit on the floor. I don't wanna sleep. I don't wanna sleep.
Was your last carnival? Kano carnival coming again? Like done. Right? Carnival done. All those things of the past. You had your opportunity, you had your chance. You know, you had your opportunity, you had your chance. You had everything already. So, you know, there's no excuse. You have no excuse at all. I will just play this last one here, and then we will dive into that other part of the life that we're going to be talking about in a second.
God bless a nation of many varied races. May we possess that common love that binds and makes us one. Let it be known around the world that we can boast of unity and take a pride in our liberty. God bless our eyes of tropic beauty, of flaming Ponciano and the shady motel, the warm and sparkling waters that break upon our shores. Beat out a tune that seems to tell we take a pride in our liberty. God bless our leaders, give them grace to guide, restore them thy justice to the right
Music sweet, music sweet. The one who invented music has got to be very big, got to be the one who created the sun and the trees, rivers and seas. Music tells the
we oil pressure reading low. Shall we abandon ship or shall we stay on it and perish slow? We don't know. Captain, you tell me what to do. Whoa, whoa. The Trinidad, oh, she was a beauty. With wealth that few surpassed. And in her day, she sailed majestically. There was the sinking. Captain, the seas are rough, oh yes. When your dada, hola, she body in control of me water.
togetherness. Music have no friends or enemies. Everybody is thinking.
Captain, the seas are rough, oh yes. We have tank all boats and fuel electricity. We oil pressure reading low. Shall we abandon ship or shall we stay on it and perish slow? We don't know. Captain, you tell me what to do. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
right, so we're going to pause there because I don't want to stay too long. We are going to make sure that everybody is able to see what's transpiring and taking place there, right? Okay, I never asked you to scroll up. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit on what we are seeing right now. So as you can see, an updated list. Let me just pull this to the side. I could just pull this something. Okay, well I could put this boy. Let's get go on this side. Well, let's go on this side. Yeah, because. Alright, so I'm just gonna slip this on this side. You all should see that there. Alright. See if I could just put this on top so that you all can see what I'm saying. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, so what I'm going to read to you all here is a list of people, artists, those in the industry, the music industry, prime ministers, presidents, those that are being exterminated or executed by Elohim. Right? So there is a list here. Right? So there's a list here of all those that have been executed, all those that are dead, and there's actually a clone of them that is circling around the earth, and Abba have total control over them. So these are the people who dead. So I'm going to make sure that you all are able to see this. As you can see, I bring it up for you all. Please continue to share live too as well. As you can see, an updated list of indictments of arrested and executions, dismantling of the deep state operatives and the doubles. Alright, those are the clones that the elites made. Alright, because they killed the human part and they made clones out of them. Alright, so yes, the cloning is real. I'm going to bring up a video on the cloning in a second. I have proof of everything that I'm telling you all here. Alright, so I'm going to bring up proof of the let's see if I could bring that up there for you all. Wait, I should use this one. Proof of cloning of the different cloning centers that they have in China. What have you? I think I'm going to show you all that afterwards. Alright, so these are the people who are dead. So there's an updated list of the indictments and arrests and execution of the dismantling of the deep state operatives and the doubles that Abba has destroyed. All right, so there we go.
Location 68 kilometers
All right,
of
I'm just going to
light magnitude for
ask whenever I could. Let me see if I could just do this. Where's this boy? All right. Let's see if I could right click on that. Thought I could have talk, make it talk, but I didn't download anything. Alright, so there's a new updated list that has been confirmed with many more added to it. Alright, the deal that they got was that if they give information that was useful, they could have a better debt or a jail cell for life. Obama gave up Michelle, then breached his warrant, so he got one in the back of the head. Michelle chose lethal injection. Others were just executed. Right? So these are the elite or the evil ones in the earth that Abba Yahuwah has gone after and to execute them. Right? So Abba is executing the evil ones as we speak, getting rid of the doubles and all this different thing, right? All right, so soon you will hear about certain high profile people. All right, you'll hear about them just now. Updated, arrested, and execution lists. All right, this is an updated list of those who not with us anymore. They are dead. They are executed or they took legal injection. Right. So these are the ones that Abba went after, and Abba went after them and he went to kill them. All right, so they are dead now. So yeah, so there you have it, right? So updated arrest, execution, Pence. You know Mike Pence, right? Pence on the right is the real Pence, right? Left, right. Pence on the left is the real Pence, right? They clone she too, right? Karen Pence arrested and waiting tribunal. This is Mike Pence's wife. All right, so Mervelyn Strep arrested and executed. Karen Pence arrested and waiting tribunal. Hear the word tribunal. Tribunal, Elohim, triune. Get it? Tribunal. I can't copy the blasted thing here. So let me see. It's not copying. Okay. Alright. So this is about 70 comments. I ain't going into the comments because I will take me to a different page. So this is the hearing of the Tribunal International, which is, you know, the Human Rights Tribunal. As you can see, the Human Rights Tribunal, right? Notice of hearing in the matter of the government of the United States of America. Bill Gates, Melinda Gates, attorney Anthony Fauci, Christine Grady, Tedros Adhanom, which is the leader of the World Health Organization, National Government Association, CDC, WHO, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They have a case, right? There's a case that brought before them, before Elohim, right? So Elohim is holding them against the law. Elohim is right now jailing the leaders. So this is proof of leaders being jailed for their crimes against humans. Alright, so this also you should know too as well. Lindsay Lohan loves to play witches and Satan worshipping. I wonder why. Do not ask about the people who are not on the list. They are not on the list because I have no intel on them. Alright, so don't ask me for people who are named not on the list right now. I will give you an updated list of those that Elohim has executed or those who waiting on tribunal trial. All right, those who waiting for trial, those who are in jail. All right, I will give you all an updated list of all those that Elohim will be coming after, leaders and Satanists. All right. So I'm gonna call other names here. George Alan O'Dowd Boy George arrested and waiting tribunal, waiting for Elohim to decide. Laura Reese with a spoon arrested, waiting tribunal. Simon Cowell, you know Simon Cowell? Simon Cowell from the American Got Talent, yes, arrested and awaiting tribunal. All of them names that I'm calling here, they are part of the deep state cabal. They have done human trafficking. They have done hideous crimes against humanity, and they have been brought to justice. If the people cannot bring their leaders to justice, Elohim, the creators, would bring them to justice and will arrest them and execute them. Unless if they make a deal to give Elohim more information, all right, on other intel, that is how they will, at least get an easier death or whatever, right? Karina Belenoff arrested and awaiting tribunal. Gene Simmons arrested and waiting tribunal. Lindsay Lohan arrested and waiting tribunal. Lindsay acting plenty Disney movies, right? Arrested and waiting tribunal. Right, okay. This is can't remember her name right now. These are Satanists. These are men, trivested men or trivested women, whatever. I have split personality. 1 minute is a woman, next minute is a man. Right? On September 2020 at 9:48 a.m., updated, arrested, and executed lists. Finally, Mark Zuckerberg has been arrested. Finally, Mark Zuckerberg has been arrested. He is under house arrest, awaiting tribunal. We will watch this process closely and we will see where it goes. All right? So, Christy Tajan arrested and executed. Courtney Cox arrested and executed. Jack Jagger arrested and executed. Woody Harrelson acting movies arrested and executed. Sherilyn Sarakasun Bono arrested and executed. Charles Salvatore Bruno arrested and executed. Harrison Ford arrested and executed. Anthony Hopkins arrested and waiting tribunal. Nicole Kidman arrested and executed. Jennifer Aniston arrested and executed. Matt Damon is the health minister of the UK, arrested and waiting tribunal. Leonardo DiCaprio, actor, arrested and awaiting tribunal. Elizabeth Warren arrested and are serving life in prison. Mark Zuckerberg arrested on house arrest and waiting tribunal.
Location 63 kilometers south north de Hasco, class minor, magnitude 3.5, 17 minutes ago.
So this JLo, Jennifer Lopez, is arrested. There's an updated list too as well, which I'll give to you all. JLo is a high level witch. This has been confirmed many times. I have already explained that to you all. Just watch the video. Don't be fooled by the doubles, clones, CGI. You all want to see the video? No problem. Let me see if I could bring the video without coming out from this page. See if the video will show or waiting. All right. All right, should be waiting for the video to start there.
All right.
All right, there's somebody talking. This is not making sense. Okay, we will bypass that for now. All right. J-Lo's a high-level witch. This has been confirmed many times. Just as watch what the video. Don't be fooled by the doubles, the clones, the CGI. These people are in jail or executed. It's really amazing that this Satan worship is able to go this far into major places like Hollywood and major politicians. These stars are actually sold their souls for stardom and success. Stars like Gomes and Houston's were. Whitney Houston then. All of these are facing charges of crimes against humanity. It still just amazes me that someone can actually do this to a child. Sonny Bono was murdered. He did not die in a skiing accident. He had two types of people who wanted him dead. He had the cabal who was stating to investigate while he was a congressman, money laundering and drugs. He also had refused to get involved in the satanic worship in the music industry, with his ex-wife high satanic witch chair and her child sacrificing in satanic worship. He knew too much. They had to kill him. Watch the video. Nope, I'm not watching the video right now. Ellen DeGeneres is facing execution. Ellen DeGeneres is facing what? Execution. She is not only scared to death, but I think she is sending out a confession and possible warning.
Location 34
with the video above. There's a rumor that went viral and blah blah blah. Okay.
18 minutes ago.
I'm sorry, there's the largest. I could get the video right now, guys. So there's the largest that the video could be. All right. All right. So Howard Howie has been arrested. He faces execution. He's a Satan worshipper and sacrificed children. He was arrested and put on house arrest and refused to wear an ankle GPS. So he was put under heavy guard. He went to TikTok and started videoing crazy stuff, giving cryptic message, trying to say he has been kidnapped and being held by armed gunmen. Well, he is. That's what happens to a person when they have been arrested and refusing to wear ankle bracelet. Just watch some of the crazy antics in the video. Remember this man here? Yes, this man does be in what, guys? What this man does be on? Hello? What does man be? America Got Talent. All of them are Satanists.
Okay, everybody.
So let's look at it. Look at him. Look at the Satanists. Look at the child trafficker.
This is my new TikTok.
He's under house arrest, and he not supposed to even do no TikTok. You see what? Look at that. Imagine Abba give him an opportunity, right? An opportunity to repent of all the crimes against humanity. And he went do that. He went on TikTok and lie and say how he been kidnapped. You see lies?
I want to start a petition on TikTok where
you see
we make New Year's Eve August 14th, and that way we can get out of 2020 earlier.
Just Howie doing what he does best, cracking a joke about how 2020 sucks and how 2020 should just end already. Then hours later,
Hi everybody, Howie Mandel here. Creativity in just under a minute. Just take a regular shopping bag and all you need is a pencil and a pair of scissors.
Very evil. You see what you're doing, right?
If you just take the shopping bag and you clip the two corners off that side and that side, and you just take the pencil, and on the front I write shoe, I don't know if you can see it, stuff. Then, can you see it? It says shoe stuff. Then you created a bag where you could put all your shoe stuff, and it's easy to reach into. Like you go, oh, where's my extra laces? Or where's some stuff for my shoes? That's what that is. Keep joining in for other craft ideas.
something's not
the word craft
not right. His whole demeanor is different. In the first video, Howie is confident, he does not stutter once, has steady hands, and despite delivering the punchline perfectly, he does not laugh and immediately turns off his camera because the joke is done. There's nothing else that he wants to convey to you. And hours later, Howie's the complete opposite. He stutters.
Take the pencil. Then can you see it? It's where's so keep joining in for other craft ideas.
So I am telling all government leaders out there, you are not untouchable. Elohim is coming for your neck. Remember when I said that? Anybody remember when I said that Elohim is coming for your neck? Yes, we are in that time right now, and Elohim is coming for your necks. They will snap your necks. They will execute you the executional way for your crimes against humanity, for your draconian laws that you pass against his people. Elohim will execute you. There will be nowhere to run. You can't fly in a plane because they are everywhere. They are everywhere. Elohim, their presence are omnipresent, and no matter where you run to hide, they will find you. They will execute you. They will bring you to trial. So you will be trial before the tribunal creators. The tribunal creators, the triune creators, Elohim. You will be brought to judgment before the people. And before you know it, your name might be on my list here. Remember I was telling you all about a list? Remember I told you all in the end, make sure that your name is not on my lips. Yes, I have a list to bring out. I have a list of people who will not make it, who will not be raptured, who will be judged with the unrighteous ones. I have a list. If you remember carefully when I said, do not make your name, do not allow your name, if your name be on my lips, make sure your name do not be on my lips in the end, because I will call you out. Make sure that your name do not be on my lips. You think I was just joking at what I'm saying? I know exactly what I'm saying, right? So I'm telling all leaders, anybody who think that they're high and mighty, Elohim is coming for you. They are coming for you. They are coming to execute their indignation and their judgment. The tribunal creators, Elohim, the great judge, they are coming to pass judgment on you for your crimes that you have committed against his people.
I mean, literally everything changed. He went from being outdoors in a warm climate to what I'm guessing is someone's basement or...
Alright, we will just pass that by. But you all know who is these people, right? I saw you all know who is these people. I saw you all know Bill Gates, right? So yes, Bill Gates, the real Bill Gates and Melinda Gates has died. I've already explained this to you all already. Bill Gates dead already. Melinda Gates dead. Already explained to you all that Obama is a clone. Already explained all that to you all already. Hillary Clinton is a clone. Already explained that to you already, how all government leaders that go into Bohem Grove in California. Already explained that to you all government leaders that eat babies. Already explained all that to you already, that drink blood. Already explained that to you all already long time ago. So you all already know.
This episode of Alice Down the Rabbit Hole is sponsored by Hero Soap Company. Hero Soap Company is a veteran-owned...
Okay, I don't need to go into all that right now. But Bill and Melinda Gates died since 2013. I already explained that to you all already. So, you all know that, right? So, a list of names that has been a list of arrested and executed. Alright? I don't want to go through the reading again. All our reading. I just bypassing all our reading. Alright, so let me just look for the name there again. Where's the name? Alright, so I have the names here, and so I have a list here. Note, there have been thousands and thousands of arrests around the earth. It is not possible to list them all, as I've told you all already. Here's a list. Here's just a few. Don't ask me about the persons or that person or they person. I will update the list when I get more intel. When Elohim give me more intel, the list will be updated of all those that are executed and dead. Right? I'll bring a list. I'll bring a new updated list for you, and yeah, you will be able to have a proper understanding of what that means too as well, right? So here is the list of those that are arrested and executed. Andrew Maccabi, arrested and serving life in prison. Barack Obama, arrested and executed. Obama is dead. Right? Obama is dead. Okay? Obama is dead. All what we're seeing right now is a double. Means that is a clone. Controlled by Yahuwah, of course. So that you all will know certain things taking place in the background. We can't just make Barack Obama disappear just so. We have to continue with certain things so that the world will know exactly what's really taking place. But I have to bring to you all the truth that we actually live in Atlantis, and it's about time that they be executed for their crimes against Elohim's children. Alright. Michelle Obama, alright, Big Mike, arrested and executed. Barack Obama, arrested and executed. Andrew Maccabi, arrested and serving life in prison. Bill Gates, deceased, dead already. Melinda Gates, deceased. Mike Pence, arrested and executed.
6 kilometers southeast of Mina, Nevada, class minor.
Anthony Fauci, arrested and released for a time to help Trump. Huma Aberdeen, arrested and executed. John Braden, arrested and serving life in prison. George H.W. Bush, arrested and executed. George W. Bush, arrested and executed. Laura Bush, arrested and executed. Jeb Bush, arrested and executed. Dick Cheney, arrested and executed. James Baker, arrested and executed. James Clapper, arrested and serving life in prison. Hillary Clinton, arrested and executed. Bill Clinton, arrested and executed. James Comey, arrested and serving life.
53 kilometers northeast of Pedro Bay, Alaska.
Paul Ryan,
3.0,
arrested and executed. Dane Fustin, exiled to China. He run away to China, but Abba will catch up with him when he's ready. Eric Holder, arrested and serving life in prison. John Kerry, arrested and serving life. Loretta and Lynch, arrested and serving life. Lisa Page, arrested and serving life. Tony Podesta, arrested and executed. John Pester, arrested and executed. Samantha Powers, arrested and serving life. Harry Reid, arrested and serving life. Susan Rice, arrested and serving life. Donald Rumfield, arrested and executed. Adam Schiff, arrested and executed. Eric Summit, arrested and at Gitmo. Debbie Weisman, scholars, arrested and at Gitmo. Mean right now Abba is questioning them. They are being questioned. Gitmo is a place that Abba have them holding them in order to question them to get more information or wherever. George Seros, arrested and executed. George Seros and Elite, arrested and executed. Maxine Waters, arrested and at Gitmo. Sally Yates, arrested and at Gitmo. Nancy Polsky, arrested and at Gitmo. Mean that she's a human, she's not a clone, right? Chuck Skoma, arrested and at Gitmo. These are humans who are part of the human trafficking rig. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, arrested and executed. Peter Strezak, arrested and at Gitmo, a human. Elijah Cummins, arrested and executed, dead. Jacinda Haddon, arrested and under house arrest. Tom Hanks, you know who's Tom Hanks, right? Tom Hanks, arrested and executed. Rita Wilson Hanks, arrested and executed. Madonna, arrested and executed. Lady Gaga, arrested and executed. Oprah Winfrey, arrested and on house arrest. Ellen DeGeneres arrested and on house arrest. Already explained that already a couple months ago. Steven Salzberg arrested and executed. Harvey Weinstein arrested and in prison. Jeffrey Epstein arrested and serving life in prison. So Jeffrey Epstein is not dead. Understand that? Jeffrey Epstein is not dead. He's not dead. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. He is serving life in prison under real bad state. Pope Francis arrested and executed. All cardinals at the Vatican arrested and executed. Queen Elizabeth in England arrested and executed. Philip Windsor arrested and executed. Charles Windsor arrested and executed, mean they're dead. Justin Trudeau arrested and under house arrest. Scott Morrison arrested and under house arrest. Harry Windsor arrested and executed. There's a double, eh? Meghan Markle arrested and executed. Mervyn Strap arrested and under house arrest. Robert De Niro arrested and executed because he was under evil things they was doing. Richard Gere arrested and under house arrest. Joe Biden arrested and executed. So the Joe Biden that you're seeing is controlled by ABBA YAHUWAH. Yes. So Joe Biden is dead. Hunter Biden arrested and executed. Alright, updates. Ellen DeGeneres is now facing execution. So ABBA is executing her right now. She may be done dead already. Right? John McCain arrested and executed. Alright? Roy Horn of Singreed. Roy arrested and executed. Troy Sneed, singer, he's a singer, arrested and executed. Fred the Godson, a rapper, arrested and executed. The world is coming. The world is at its end right now, folks. Wake up. Joel Roxen, a writer, arrested and executed because he was part of the human trafficking rig. Yes, they will not escape. Matthew Slygaman, a musician, arrested and executed. Charles Gregory, arrested and executed. Hillary Earth, which is Hillary Clinton, she used to work for Hillary Clinton. That because she's a look-alike. This person called Hillary Earth looks just like Hillary Clinton. She has a resemblance to Hillary Clinton. She's not a clone. She's a human that has been arrested and executed because she did crimes for Hillary Clinton. So she's been executed. Hal Wilner, producer, arrested and executed. John Prine, a singer, arrested and executed. Lee Funaro, arrested and executed. Adam Shesfieslinger, arrested and executed. Joe Duffy, arrested and executed. Mitt Romney, arrested and at Gitmo. Britney Spears, who is a part of real trafficking, human trafficking, arrested and serving life in prison. Until judgment day come, she will be judged. Christina Aguilera, arrested and serving life together with Britney Spears. Miley Cyrus, arrested and serving life like Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears. Betty Midler, arrested and serving life. Robert Downey Jr., arrested and executed. He dead. Dwayne Johnson, you know who's Dwayne Johnson? The Rock, arrested and executed for eating babies. He said live on TV before the whole world that he does eat babies. Yes, Dwayne Johnson. George Clooney, arrested and executed. Adam Sandler, you know who's Adam Sandler? Yes, Adam Sandler does act in a lot of movies, right? You say, he act in a lot of movies, Adam Sandler, right?